I'm TakeOnNic, and I'm a Dead by Daylight streamer. I stream every day except Sundays and Mondays, starting around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I stream.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited. So let's talk about your username, if you're an affiliate or partner, how long you've been streaming, and also your average viewers and current followers.
All right. My username is TakeOnNic. I am a Twitch affiliate. I streamed every few months for about 5 years, but I started taking it very seriously back in June of 2022. I currently have an average of 5.5 viewers, and I have 175 followers.
Nice. And now let's talk about your analytics. Do you look at your data, and how do you incorporate that into your streams?
Yeah, so I use just the built-in Twitch dashboard. There's a lot of fancy stuff out there I do not know how to use. I mainly look at my average viewers, total chat messages, and when the viewers peaked and when chat peaked. I looked at what viewers stayed the most for and what they were most chatty about. If it was discussion about game news or updates, I try to talk about that a little bit more often in my streams. If they enjoyed a story I told or talking about my day, I'll try to tell some similar stories. And if it was game questions, I'll try to explain a little more about what I'm doing and maybe some tutorials on some things that I try.
Yeah, perfect. What strategies do you use for engagement on any form of social media?
My strategies for engagement do vary a little bit depending on the site. On stream, it's pretty much the same every time. I try to engage the first couple of people who come in to say hi with some small talk while I make sure that I'm ready for everything. I have my water, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And when chat's quieter, I do talk about gameplay. I talk about my day. I try to bring on some stuff that will get people to start chatting. And that would be like game mechanics, stories. And then for Discord, I like to use polls, game nights, specials, sub roles, and things like that. And for TikTok, my go-to is game clips and stream clips and just things I can post pretty quickly when I'm at work or on break. And lastly, for Twitter, I like starting thread about my thoughts on game updates, competitive play, team balancing, and other hot topics in the community. And I like to boost it hashtags. Hashtags are a must.
Yeah, what hashtags do you use, whether that's social media or on Twitch itself?
Oh yeah, I love to use, like, the tags that I would use on Twitch are a little bit different. We can get into those as well. But for Twitter, it's mainly like female streamer, small streamer, Twitch affiliate, Xbox streamer, things like that kind of are a big part of why my streaming experience is different than other people who might be streaming on PC or have been doing it a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm. And what about your go live notifications? What works and what doesn't?
Yeah, so what works for my going live notifications are things like, what's your thought on the new DBD update, new battle pass, let's jump in, or even how many wins can I get in a row? Things that don't work and I will never use are things like, TakeOnNic has gifted you a sub, because people see that and it kind of creates a lack of trust between the viewer and the streamer, because they click on that and then you kind of let them down a little bit.
Interesting. Yeah, totally. How do you adapt to social media algorithm changes?
So I adapt to the change of social media a couple of different ways. For TikTok, I really research trending sounds, and if there's like a trending template, I'll try to use that to make it about gaming or streaming or Dead by Daylight or whatever game I might like to play. And for Twitter, I'll share my opinions on updates and other creators' posts to kind of be a friendly and involved member of the streaming community there, and I try to keep up with those current hashtags again.
Yeah, perfect. How do you get creative and stand out from the rest?
So to get creative and stand out, I've created kind of my own brand and aesthetic around being pretty much entirely self-made, kind of a building from nothing kind of vibe. All of my channel art was made by myself, and I, for now, do my own modding. My setup is literally just an Xbox and a cheap laptop in my living room. And someday I'll get to where I can commission artists and do some more crazy stuff. But for now, I'm kind of in the DIY route, and that seems to inspire others who come to my stream a little bit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, good for you. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you make friends and introduce yourself to other content creators?
So I make friends and introduce myself to other content creators by just simply reaching out to them in comments, which sounds so much more scary than it is. If I like someone in their content, I might leave a TikTok comment or a Twitter reply and say, hey, I'm another content creator. I really like what you do and I think you're really cool and I'd love to get to know you. Is it all right if I send you a message? Or if I'm in their stream, I might join their Discord and start talking in their server and get a little bit involved in their community and approach them at some point and say, hey, I really like you. Let's talk a little bit.
Yeah. Aw, that's super sweet. I love the idea of commenting on TikTok. That's a good idea.
TikTok's been my go-to. I've made a lot of good friends through just going through TikTok and getting recommended a random video and kind of commenting like, wow, that was really cool. I've never thought of that. And then conversation starts and that's a new friend I have.
Yeah, totally. So let's go back to when you started streaming to where you are right now. Was there any kind of one thing that changed it all for you?
I noticed my streams kind of going from like 1 to 2 concurrent viewers to closer to 4 and 5 once I started networking. A partner that I became friends with gave me a surprise raid one day, and that was the final push that I needed to get to affiliate. I was sitting at 2.9 viewers for my page, and that boost was all I needed to get to that 3. And she introduced me to a lot of really cool people and introduced them to my community, and I've made a lot of friends from it. And when I started streaming, kind of before all of that happened, that took me about, I'd say, a month. I think it was a month and 1 day exactly. When I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. My energy was pretty low and I was just trying to figure everything out and I was nervous. And once I started to figure out what worked best for me and I started learning more about Twitch and what viewers look for, I started to get my energy up a lot more and I was able to make some better content for people and people liked the different energy and it brought more people in.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, that was my last question. I don't know if you have any concluding thoughts or are you feeling pretty good?
I feel pretty good, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, well, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you having me. It means a lot.
Yeah. All right, let's say goodbye to YouTube, and then I'll talk to you right afterwards.
All right, bye.
Bye, YouTube.